Hello, my posse. Hello, all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming over to my living room today. I have so many of you here. I had to borrow some chairs from my neighbors. The crowd is crazy, so if you just keep it down a little bit, I know you're excited to be here. We're going to talk today about some great things. This is going to be a really fun video. You're going to learn an awful lot from me today, and that's why I'm here. So you can learn and be the best version of yourself that you can be. So grab yourself a cup of tea and I'll wait for you. Today I have this tea from my doctor's office yesterday. When I go to my oncologist's office, they have all the teas there that you can't even believe the tea samples that they have. And I always take samples of it just to see if I'd like it, so I don't go to the store and spend $5-6 on it if I don't like it. So I picked up some free samples. She says take as much as you can. So today we are drinking Bigelow tea, orange and spice. And let me tell you, girls, it's worth every penny. Absolutely, positively delicious. This top is going to drive me crazy today. I was going to send it back. It's an Amazon top. It was only $7.98, but these off-the-shoulder tops make me crazy. Anyway, where was I? Sidetracked. Anyway, I have it in ice today because it's so hot in here. It is so hot. I have the fan going overhead, but it is hot. My husband has to go outside and take the cover off the air conditioning so I can turn the air on. Isn't that crazy? Last week we were freezing. But anyway, so I'm drinking iced tea today, and I have a little bit of honey in it, and it is so delicious. So get yourself some tea, because I know some of you said you drink tea. As soon as you see me pop up, you go get yourself some tea, and you sit down with me and drink some tea. So go ahead and I'll wait. I'll have a couple of sips, and then we'll come back, and I'm going to teach you some great beauty tips that you probably didn't know, and I'm going to answer some of your questions that you asked me in the last couple videos. So I'm going to probably read off a sheet today a little bit because I don't have them in order, so I'll be going all over the place. But anyway, I wanted to get your questions answered, so it'll be fun. So grab your tea and let's go. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun today to answer some of your questions. I was reading your comments and I was answering them as best I could. And I thought, well, I'll jot them down as I was reading them. So that's why I said they're not in any specific order. As I got them, I jotted them down. And some are mine, just some new things that popped up that I used that maybe I forgot to tell you. And so take notes. I don't know if I'm going to link them all. I'm going to try. It's a big job to link in the description box. I don't know. I'll put in there everything that I've used today. I'm not sure I'll link them when I release the video. I'll link them maybe after the video goes up here and there because it just takes too much time. Anyway, sidetrack. Where was I? Oh yeah, that's where I was. So I want to answer your questions, but before I answer your questions, I do want to tell you, I talk about, my products that I love for my face, and you always ask me what I put on my face. For 82 years old, how can my skin be so good? So you all know that I use my Ella Freda products, but off the bat, let me tell you, some of you have products that you've told me that you use, and if they work for you, by all means, you use what's holy grail to you. Use the products that you see a difference in your skin. And I don't mean like a month later. I mean, if you see a difference, you can put the cream on your face a little bit and you can feel how it goes into your skin. And if it feels good to you and nourishing, then that's a good cream for you. So, what's good for one person isn't always good for the other. I found my holy grail and I wouldn't switch for nothing. But, use yours, whatever one that you like. I know some of you told me some that you tried. I've never even heard of them, but if they work, hey, have at it. So go for it. So I wanted to get off the bat with that first before I go on. And secondly, let me answer this again because I've got new subscribers who have asked me if I've had a facelift. I know some of my old subscribers, we've been through this before. I have never had a facelift. I have never had any fillers. I had Botox. Let's see, my grandson Hayden, my agent, he'll be 18 in July. His baby shower, when we were having the baby shower for him, I went and got Botox. Oh, I didn't think I had my video on. Oh, here I am. I thought I have to start all over again, but it's running. Anyway, his baby shower, I went and got Botox. So as the day progressed, we were having so much fun and tears were shedding, and I was so happy about the baby shower. my eyes were like starting to like get funny. And my girlfriend said to me, "What's the matter with your eye, Barbara? Your eye's almost shut." And I was like, "I don't know. I think I got something in it. It feels really funny." Well, by the end of the day, halfway through, I couldn't even see hardly the cake. Both eyelids were like closing. I felt like I had like a barrel of sand in my eyes. It was like ridiculous. I couldn't understand what it was. I mean, I got home, I washed my face, I put, water in my face. I have those little eye things that you put in your eyes, to get your drops in there, and I did those. I had some eye wash that I used, and it was just really bad. So like 2 days later, I thought, this is ridiculous. So it dawned on me that I had the Botox, and then I started, I don't know so much that I Googled back 17 years ago. I don't remember, actually 18 years ago. But I talked to somebody or something, and they said, well, it's because of the Botox. He went in too deep. So I called him up, and he said, come on in. So I went in, and sure enough, he says, oh, yeah, I just probably went in too deep, and that's a side effect. I thought, a side effect? I'm walking around like this. Like I couldn't see anybody. My eyelids were like this, and I'm like, one eyelid was closed. Can you see like that? The other eyelid was going, and they were both, I said, a side effect. And I guess it's a side effect from Botox. I've never had Botox since. So he said, it'll go away in a couple of weeks. And I thought, a couple of weeks? God, I won't be able to see anybody in a couple of weeks. But it did go away in a couple of weeks. So me and Botox don't get along at all. So, I just do what I can do. I do my massaging. I do my techniques that I do so well. And at 82 years old, it works for me. And the products that I use work for me. But yeah, never had a facelift, girls. I mean, you can see I don't have the face like this. I don't have the fillers in my cheeks. I don't, I'd like to get them here in my number 11s, but I don't know. I heard someplace that when you have cancer treatment, you can't get, not Botox, but they have new stuff now, Desport and other things that are, I hear, better, less side effects. So, but I haven't. I have Bang Talks. Remember? I have Bang Talks, so I don't need Botox. So anyway, let's get that out of the way, because no, I have not had a facelift. 82, you see, what you see is what you get, girls. That's it. That's me, up close and personal. That's me. So anyway, so let's get that out of the way. Thank you to Hayden and Bella, but my agent, for starting me out on YouTube. And I just always wanted to just tell women that you can be the best version of yourself you can. You can age gracefully. You can still look good when you're aging. You don't have to go, well, this is part of aging, wrinkling. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, but no. No. But, you got to take care of yourself. And if you don't want to age gracefully, I had somebody say to me that they're happy with themselves and they don't care about all this fuss and muss, and that's fine. If that's what you want to do and that's the way you want to be, I'm not here to dispute that if that's your thing. I'm here to tell you how to be the best version of yourself as you're aging, and to age gracefully and not accept wrinkles and dark spots and discoloration of your skin when there's products out there that help you look and feel your best. So that's what I always wanted to do on YouTube, and I think I've accomplished that because so many of you have said that I inspire you, and that is just such a gift to me for you to say that, because that's why I'm here. I want to inspire you to be the best that you can be and to take care of yourself, and to know that just because you're 60, 70, 80 years old, 82 like myself, that it's not the end where you just have to throw in the towel and just look old. You don't have to. I think people when they're older get more compliments than when you're younger, when you're older and you take care of yourself. That's what I found out anyway. I get more compliments now at 82, like, oh my gosh, your skin is so good, or oh my gosh, I love your hair. And sometimes I tell them it's a wig and sometimes I don't, but whatever. That's how I feel that day. But anyway, I think it's a privilege and an honor to look your best as you're aging, and that's why I'm here for you. If you don't want to learn that, then I guess swipe. But anyway, that's why I'm here. So we got that one out of the way. So let's see what else we got. So one of my subscribers had mentioned to me, which I thought was a good idea. Now, some of you know that I don't use sunscreen. I never have used sunscreen. I know it's a no-no. And don't yell at me. I've had so many creators and subscribers say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you don't wear sunscreen. Well, I don't wear sunscreen, and I ended up with cancer anyway. It's not on my skin though, but it's inside where the sunscreen don't go because you don't drink it. But I just never have. Just didn't like it. Anyway, the subscriber said that she uses sunscreen on the back of her hands and her arms, and I thought that's a great. I mean, hello, I didn't really think of that. I mean, don't tell anybody, but I didn't think of that. I know girls hold it on. I know. But yeah, but it's a great idea because we talked about hands in the other video and how to keep them nice. And some of you have said that when you're driving in the car, even the sun hits the windshield and you've gotten age spots and wrinkles on one hand more than the other, maybe depending on where the sun was coming in and you were driving. And I think probably the sunscreen is really good for that. So I think for the back of your hands, and I'm going to get some. I think Ella Freda now has sunscreen. I'm gonna ask them to try it, and then I'll let you know. But you can pick up sunscreen anywhere as long as it has good product ingredients in it. But on your hands and the back of your hands, I think it would be really good when you're out in the sun. Go figure, something that easy. I didn't think of it because I don't wear sunscreen. So anyway, I thought that was a good suggestion from one of my subscribers. I didn't get your names or anything, but you'll know when you hear the question that it's you. Hello, you. And some of your names will pop up as we go along in this video. And that's just a thank you from me that I've read your comments and that I appreciate you and that you've come over to my house. And so every so often in a frame, you'll see a couple of names pop up, and that's just my way of saying thank you to subscribing to my channel, and thank you for your comments. So there you have it. And some of you wanted to know that what do you do with your hands and your nails? Some of you have said that their nails are flat and brittle and they're just ugly, you've said, and you didn't know how to help your cuticles and your hands, your nails from looking good. And my suggestion, and I told you before in the video, I used to wear these hand gloves all the time, and then I stopped wearing them. And I ordered them from Amazon. And these are little white hand gloves that you can wear. And what I liked about them, I haven't tried them yet, actually, but what I like about them is when you're in bed at night, if you still want to text, they've got the texting fingers on them, so you can still text at night while you have your gloves on. And what's nice is that they'll keep your hands soft during the night. And you can put Vaseline even on your cuticles at night before you go to bed. Rub them on really good, or a great moisturizer. Or another subscriber said to me that they use eye cream, which eye cream is really emollient, and they use it on their hands, the ones that they don't like on their eyes. And so they, rather than throw it away, she uses it on the back of her hands. We all have eye creams that we don't like. And one of my subscribers said, how come you talk about this eye cream and you talk about that eye cream, and then you'll say you like this one and then you say you like that one? And it's true. It's because I really haven't found my holy grail in eye cream. I do like this CeraVe eye cream, I think, that I showed you before. That seems to be working the best. My eyes are the worst. Since I've been sick too, they're very dark circled, but they're the worst. But I think the CeraVe so far today is good. But I have many in there that I've tried and I go, they're okay. It didn't, you wear glasses too, so it really pops. That's why I wear smaller glasses, girls. Another tip, because those big glasses that are in style for you are really stylish and pretty, but you got to remember they're magnifying. And so everything underneath, your eye wrinkles, your bags, show because they're so big. You have these such big glasses. I wear the smaller glasses, because I have a tiny face. These are like kids' frames I usually get because I have a real small face. So, and I don't like the big glasses. And I don't like the big glasses that show all your bags and all your dark circles and magnifies them for everybody else to see. That's just me. I mean, that's vain or whatever you want to call me, but that's just me. So the smaller glasses are really great for not emphasizing your lines and wrinkles under your eyes. Another tip for you for the day. That's from me to you. I don't go and have my nails done at a salon, and I can't afford to get my nails done all the time and then filled every 2 weeks. I just don't have that extra money coming around. So I do my own nails, and I just pick up a cuticle. The one that I found at the drugstore, I'm not going to link this. Just go to CVS or Walgreens or wherever and see if they still have it. It's Estimia. and it's Cuticle Away, it's called. And it's really, really good. It kind of, you put it on and it really kind of melts your cuticles away. And there's another one, it's Cuticles by, I don't know who this is. This is by Jenna, and it's just a cuticle oil. And the cuticle oils are good to put on your cuticles and then put your gloves on at night, and it keeps your cuticles soft. And then I have a little Revlon cuticle remover pen that I use, that very gingerly you take off the cuticles after you push them down. You get up in the morning and your cuticles are soft, and you just kind of carve around and get the cuticles down, and you push them down in. And then I put, the Lilly and Fox nail wraps on, which I love. So that's what I do for my nails. Like I say, I can't afford it. My feet, I went and had a pedicure probably 15 years ago, and the place wasn't real clean, and I ended up getting an infection in both my big toes, and I ended up losing a toenail. I know, gross. This is for viewer discretion only. I've got one coming up pretty soon. There's viewer discretion. But anyway, my toenail, I lost my toenail over because the infection got so bad. So I don't do pedicures, but that's just me. That doesn't mean they're not great and they're not relaxing and that, but I just take care of them myself because I don't have the money to go and get a pedicure and a manicure. If you do and it's relaxing for you, more power to you. Do whatever relaxes you. So, but yeah, I do my own nails, and I take care of them the best way I can, and as long as my hands are clean and they're exfoliated and I've got them all juiced up and oiled, I'm in good shape. And somebody asked me that their nails break a lot, and how can they help? Their hands are so ugly because their nails crack all the time and they're very soft and stuff. And my only suggestion to that would be to, when you're doing housework around the house, wear gloves all the time. When you're working in water, you're washing dishes, you're washing floors. Do we wash floors anymore with the Swiffer jet? I don't know. But anyway, when you're working at home and you're working in water, I suggest that you put on some rubber gloves to help that. And buy a nail strengthener. They have them at the drugstore. Search them out on Amazon. Just put in their nail strengthener and keep them on. Keep the nail strengtheners on your fingernails at all times. And at night when you go to bed, put your gloves on, put some like Vaseline or eye cream on your nails and put your gloves on and get your nail cuticles in shape, because a lot of it comes from the cuticle base. So you want to take care of the cuticles, and then your nails will fall into place. And if you can take a vitamin, they have vitamins for hair and nails, which I've never had to take, but I had a girlfriend that swore by them, that her hair got long and fluffy and she loved them. And so there are good vitamins out there for nails you can take to strengthen your nails. And in the process, it might help your hair. Who knows? It's a double whammy. I don't know. And then somebody asked, how do I take my makeup off? And what do I use to take my makeup off? Well, to take my eye makeup off, I use, this is, Neutrogena has this, but also Walmart has it. It's their Equate brand, and it's eye makeup remover cleanse. And I use a 100% cotton ball. I don't use the cheap cotton stuff. I use 100% cotton balls, and it's an oil base, and this is how I take my mascara off, because I use waterproof mascara and it's a bugger to get off, let me tell you. It doesn't come off easy. But if I don't use waterproof mascara, I'm always yawning, sneezing, snorting my nose, my eyes are watering. I mean, the mascara runs down like send in the clowns. What is that song, Send in the Clown? I don't know. But anyway, that's the way it looks. They're just all coming down. So yeah, I use waterproof, and it's very hard to get off. So I do use this with 100% cotton ball. And the best wipes that I tell you that I love, my daughter got me hooked on these, are from Kroger's. The Kroger wipes, girls, are great. It finishes taking off your eye makeup. It takes off your face makeup so good. This is my favorite. I know they have a lot in the stores, anything to choose from. But the Kroger brand, if you haven't tried them, try the Kroger brand face wipes. They are great. So that's how I take off my makeup. And then, of course, I get in the shower and I use my Aveno shower cream. I think I showed that before when I wash my face. But anything that works, Dove soap is just amazing for soft skin and finishing, taking off the rest of the makeup that's on your face. And then, of course, at the very end, I use the Garnier. She asked me how do I get the rest of the residue off my face and prep it for my makeup. And I use the Garnier Skin Active Water Rose Micellar, I never can say that, cleansing water. This is all in one, hydrating, removes makeup, cleanses and hydrates at the same time. No rinse, no harsh rubbing needed. And this is great, 100% cotton ball. And even after you wash your face and with everything that you have, you'll be surprised what's left on your skin and that this gets off. This is really takes you down to the bare mineral, the bare skin where you can put your moisturizers on, and it's great. You start out with a fresh canvas, and that's what we need, a fresh canvas. So that's how I take my makeup off. I don't know if that was Patty that asked me that. Anyway, that works great for me, and it should work great for you also. And then they asked me about what kind of CeraVe lotion that I use all over my body. You can use this on your face too, but this is the one that I use. They asked me, I don't know, maybe I didn't say it right, but it's a CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion, and it comes in the pump, and it makes it really easy when you have a pump because you can put on as little bit or as lot as you want. And this is also good at night for your hands, and you rub it into your cuticles before you put your gloves on. This is a really, really soft. CeraVe makes some really great products. You can't go wrong with any of their products, I found. Through the years, I've tried, little ones, and you get away from them a little bit, you try something different. But that's the lotion that I use all over my body. And then somebody said that, that it's hard for them to massage their bodies and they can't bend over and it's very difficult for them. My suggestion is this. That's right, girls, a spatula. Don't use it for cake after or anything. But anyway, if you can't bend and you want to get your feet or your toes or the back of your legs or the back of your arms, wherever you can't reach, if you put some lotion on a spatula and you're even sitting in a chair, you can get down low and massage with lotion your feet, your back of your ankles, the bottom of your feet. You can reach all those with just a spatula. And because it's rubber and it's soft, it doesn't cause any damage to your skin. So I can't remember. I wanted to remember your name who asked me that, because when I was first diagnosed with cancer, I couldn't move my back at all. My husband had to wash my feet, my legs. I couldn't bend at all. I couldn't cut my toenails. I couldn't do anything. My feet, my legs were dry. And my physical therapist that was here gave me this tip. And it was so great for me when I was battling that terrible spine pain that I had. This is great. It's just a little gadget like this. You probably got one in your drawer for your icing your cakes. Just don't put it back in to ice your cakes because that would be so gross. But anyway, that's great. Great product. So I hope that helped you. And I'm sorry I didn't catch your name, but you'll know who you are because I think you're relatively new to me. But anyway, this is what you use when you can't reach too low on your own. Again, this I got from Mary Ellen over 60, I believe, long time ago. She was on like 3 years ago, and she was talking about this, and I thought, oh my gosh, what a great tip that was. But you buy these scrunchies for your hair that you put in to tie your hair back. You put them on your wrists like so, and when you wash your face and you're splashing your face and rinsing it off, the water goes into the scrunchies, does not roll down your arms and cause a puddle on your sink. These are just absolutely wonderful. Dollar Tree, you can get like a whole pack of them for $1.25. So these are wonderful. So she put me onto these probably 3 or 4 years ago, I think, when I watched one of her videos. So these are absolutely great. These are a must when you wash, because you go like this and the water runs down your elbows and you leave a puddle and it's a mess. So anyway, this is a great tip. So see, we got a lot of tips. Some of them that you asked me, some of them are just tips that I thought about through the years that I have done. And then somebody asked me, when I moisturize my face, how long does it take me? How long is it to, how long do I moisturize for? How long, they don't have like 20 minutes or whatever in the morning. I don't know why you don't have 20 minutes for yourself. I mean, you got to make time for yourself. But anyway, which I'll talk about Tamitha here. who told me that I'm going to get sidetracked. I know. Don't forget what I'm going to say. But she was talking about she's going to be 58 years old, and she's dedicating this year to taking care of her health and her skin. So I think that's great. That finally when you realize that, hey, you know, I've got to take care of me. I've got to take care of myself. I've got to take care of what counts. I got to take care of who's looking back at me in the mirror, if you want to. And Tamitha wants to. So now she's dedicating this year to just getting in touch with her skin and her health, and I think that's absolutely wonderful. So as far as me, I moisturize every day. I moisturize and massage my skin every day for I don't know how long, and you can see how my skin is. And I have in my book even, I think I have it in there, I have a 10-second rule. I massage for 10 seconds in each area of my face and my chest, my arms, but it's a 10-second rule. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I do 10, 10, 10. And if I have the moisturizer on both hands, then I count both hands until the moisturizer is evaporated, and then I get some more. But it's 10 times here, 10 times here, 10 times my eyes, 10 times my number 11s, 10 times my forehead, 10 times my neck, 10 times my jaw, 10 times my chest in different areas. And it probably takes me, girls, maybe 5 minutes. I mean, who doesn't have that time? I mean, 10 seconds goes by pretty quick. But that's my 10-second rule on massaging my face. I don't sit there for like 20 minutes and go like this till my skin falls off in the sink. No, that's not me. But anyway, it's a 10-second rule, and all the moisture gets absorbed. And when you feel the moisturizer absorb, but you still have enough moisturizer on your skin to glow and to put your foundation on, then you found the right moisturizer for you. So that's another thing to look. If you go do the 10-second rule and then all of a sudden you're like skid marks on your face because you have nothing left, it just sucked right into your skin, it's not a good moisturizer for your type of skin. So that's my 10-second rule on moisturizer. So that, I hope that helped you, because I've had a couple gals on here that asked me that same question, so I thought I'd take care of that for you. And somebody asked me, you know, they said their hands were so bad and they're so painful and they're so ugly and they don't know what to do, and they just got all this pain in their hand and they're arthritic, and we've talked about that before because I've got this finger that looks like it's arthritic, but it was broken. But I do have a lot of pain in my hands lately, and I really told my husband I think it's from commenting and texting and doing so much with my phone, because when I hold my phone like this, I text with my one finger, and the way I hold my hand, I can feel that that's where the pain is. But if you have arthritic hands and you have a lot of pains in your hands, it's just because we're aging and stuff. What I found, what I really love, and you can do this even at night and put your gloves on, is this Salonpas. This one here is the Linocain Plus Pain Relieving Cream. This is the cream. Now, I bought the gel before. I like the gel better. It's just a little bit more Vaseline-y. But this is the cream, and it's a little, it goes in, I mean, it really penetrates. But that's the cream, and you just put it on your hands, all in your hands. Make sure you get in your fingers really good, you know, where your pain is, and just keep massaging it in. It's kind of, it's not smooth. It's not like a nice smooth lotion. You're not going to get a lotion effect from it, but it penetrates in. Get your thumbs, get all your joints in your wrists, all the way up as far as you can go, and that will help. I mean, I can't say your arthritis pain will go away, but it really helps. Then you can put your gloves on at night if you want, so it doesn't rub off, and it will help alleviate your pain. And even in the day, around the house, it doesn't have a sticky feel to it, so you can continue to do your work. So boy, we're running over, but I hope you stick with me to the end. I knew this was going to be long because there's so many questions and so many things I had to, good fun stuff to tell you. So that's this Salonpas that I found is the best for hands that are painful. So yeah. And then somebody had said to me that they don't have time to exfoliate their skin every day. What can they do in between to, you know, help with the dead skin cell? And my granddaughter put me onto this, and I got this at Target. So you can run into Target and look at their department back there, but it's the EcoTools. and it's a dry brush, and you use it on dry skin. And I use it before I get in the shower, and you just rub it all over. I'm lucky I have Denny to do my back, but you just rub it all over your arms, all over your chest, all over your stomach, all over his back as far as you can reach it, low back, all down your legs, all down your calves, your feet. This is wonderful for your feet. But this is a dry brush. EcoTools is a dry brush, not a wet brush. And then you get in the shower and all the dead skin falls off. So in between your exfoliating, use this EcoTools dry brush. And like I say, I got mine at Target. Bella hooked me onto this, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, I learned. I still can learn at my age for my granddaughter. I can do that. So this is great. So like I say, pick it up at Target. EcoTools it's called. If I don't link it. So many of you have asked about Denny, and I want to tell you how much. Hold on, I'm sweating here. I do have a little honey in this too. It's so good. Take a sip of tea with me, girls. Come on. We're doing a lot of talking and thinking today about beauty. Anyway, so many of you are praying for my Denny, and so many of you in my comments never just say, how are you doing, Barb? I'm praying for you. You say, how are you and Denny doing? You always say, I'm praying for you and Denny. Thank you so much for that. You don't know how that makes us feel. You always add Denny to the prayer list, and I'm so grateful for you, because like I said, the power of prayers and your prayers to me have helped me battle this cancer journey that I've been on. And I know Denny, when I read him the comments, he feels so important and so good. So I want to thank you so much for always thinking of Denny in the comments and praying for him too, because yeah, he's had it rough since 2020 when he battled COVID and he almost died. He was on a ventilator for 9 days. That was when they didn't even know how to treat COVID, and he was one of the lucky ones that made it home from the hospital in 2020. So we're grateful to still have him, and it's left him, with a lot of lung issues and things like that. So he's battling a lot of breathing issues. But thank you so much for your prayers for not only me but for my husband. I so appreciate you all so much. And while we're talking about prayers, I want you to remind you that a few years back I started a prayer line at 10 o'clock in the morning. I think I did started a prayer line for a couple of my subscribers who had passed away and who were really sick. And so I had just said, let's at 10 o'clock in the morning, everybody, no matter where you're at through the country, United States, outside of the United States, set your clocks for 10 o'clock and all pray at the same time. And I think that power of prayer is just amazing. And so many of you have joined in at the 10 o'clock prayer. And I just want to thank you, because every day at 10 o'clock, me and Denny pray for all of the ones that have asked for prayers, for all of the ones who are needing prayers, for all of the ones who are going through things and are battling things, and just for the world in general. And I want to just invite you to our 10 o'clock prayer and join us all in praying for peace and harmony and good health. So many of you have said that I'm such an inspiration to you, and that God is not done with me yet, and that's why I'm still here. And you know what? Those little remarks that you make just make me glow, and you just give me hope to just keep going on. And I'm so blessed to have all of you here in my room. Hi, some of you didn't make it, but a lot of you did. Hi, girls. Yeah, you were good today. I know. To be an inspiration to you is, like I say, what I started out when Agent Hayden started me on YouTube, to teach people, and that growing old is not like something we should be ashamed of, or that we should hide in the closet, or that we should dress frumpy because we're 60, or that we shouldn't wear white shoes after Labor Day, whatever. But that there is life after 50, and we can be the best version of ourselves. And to be an inspiration to so many of you who have gotten up off the couch and learned to fix yourself up and learned to be a better person and learn to accept your aging, but you're doing it gracefully. That means the world to me. So I want to thank you so much for that. Beautiful statements that you say in practically every video that I do. So I want to thank you for that. And I also want to thank you too for always supporting my GoFundMe page. You know, Dolores, the baking diva, she started that for me last year. I'm not the only one that's broke. I know it's just been a battle, financial battle with these hospital bills. We no sooner get some paid and then one of us go in the hospital. But I want to thank you so much for donating and helping us out in the GoFundMe. I can't even tell you what that means to us. And I'm not even sure if it's active anymore or not, but I just want to thank you all so much for that. So anyway. Boop, boop. So I think that's about it. I think we hit a lot of things today. I really went over. I'm going to try to cut this, but I think we learned a lot. Oh, and I did want to say one thing. Now, this is viewer discretion. Those of you who don't want to listen to this, please turn it off. But one of my subscribers asked me about my bone issues with my cancer. She's battling cancer also and is on infusion cancer for bone cancer, and she's on this treatment plan that I was on, and she wanted to know how the bone was. Well, the jawbone was. There's a medicine that I took that's called Zometa, and one of the side effects from Zometa is necrosis of the jaw. And necrosis of the jaw means your jaw is deteriorating and there's not much hope that they can do with it. It cured and it put my bone cancer in remission, but the bone pain has been like crazy, awful. And the jawbone was actually deteriorating and it was coming up through, viewer discretion required. It was coming up through the jawbone and it was cutting the side of my mouth, and it's been awful. And I remember when I went to the oral surgeon, the last thing he said to me was, you know, the best thing that could happen is that jaw would come out on its own, or it would get loose enough where I could pull it out and it would cause your jaw to heal over. But he didn't have much hope for that. And ever since he said that, I've been playing with that with my tongue. This is gross, should I say that? But I'm just telling you that there is hope, even though the doctors want to say, oh, there's no hope. You have to have surgery. They told me that this is going to be a 10-hour surgery. They're going to have to break my jaw, put my jaw back together. It was like terrible for me to hear. You know, you're in pain anyway. And then these doctors that I went to, they were nice and all, but they were so Debbie Downers. I couldn't stand it. And I thought, I'm going to prove you wrong, all of you. And so there wasn't much hope except for this, like I say, 10-hour surgery and that. And so sometimes you just can't believe. You got to be stronger than what these doctors tell you. And I'm not saying that all doctors are like that, but maybe they don't want to give you the bad news, or maybe they don't want to give you the good news. They want to tell you the bad news, so they don't want you to think good news. I don't know what the problem is, but I just thought, no, you know, you're not gonna put me under a 10-hour surgery that I may not wake up on, and I'll just deal with this. So when he told me that, I just kept playing with his jawbone that kept coming up. Well, 2 weeks ago, I'm in bed and I'm talking to my husband, and all of a sudden I go, oh my God, Denny. And I opened up my mouth and this whole jawbone that was causing me all this pain came out on its own. So now I go back to him on the 20th, and I don't think that there's anything that they're going to do. So I think it's healing over now, and I don't have any jaw pain at all anymore. And my lip isn't cut from this bone fragments that were coming through my jaw. I know it's gross. I know, I'm sorry. That's why I said viewer discretion required. But I'm so happy that it came out, because I remember that was the last thing he said, but he didn't have any hope for it. Well, I proved him wrong. And girls, you can prove your doctors wrong too. Don't take their word for it all the time that, you know, this is bad, or, you know, this isn't going to work, or, you know, the Zometa that I took, there's another one that she's taking. I can't remember the treatment that she's taking. I don't think it was called what I was taking, but there's many of them out there, and there's side effects for everything. The problem with cancer treatments is that there's side effects for everything, but you have to take the good with the bad. But anyway, you can beat anything, and you just got to keep it in your head that nobody's going to tell you, that there's no hope or that there's nothing that they can do except surgeries or stuff. And you just be your own advocate, and you be your own tough person, and you do what you want to do, and you be the best darn version of yourself that you can be, and you follow these beauty tips, and I guarantee you, you'll feel like $1,000,000. So I'm so happy that you came over today. Oh, I had one more thing to tell you. Some of you asked me about, I was talking to a subscriber about shoulder pads. I forget who it was now. This was a few videos ago. And they love shoulder pads. And I love shoulder pads. Well, not with this top. But anyway, so some of you, this is a great shoulder pad trick. Oh, I shouldn't show that, should I? I shouldn't show that. Anyway, this is a great shoulder pad trick. These are silicone skin bras. And these are bras for the girls, and as all you do is buy them, and you don't wear them as bras. You put them on your shoulders like so, and they stay by themselves because they're sticky, and you put your top on, and you have nice square shoulders, and they don't fall off. You can put your bra strap over them if you want. They don't fall off. I buy the clear ones, and it matches your skin. You can't even tell. And I'm telling you, I love shoulder pads. I remember my mom as a little kid, she used to say, "Oh, Babsy, the bigger the shoulders, the smaller your butt will look." And that stuck with me as a kid. I don't know why, but it did. But anyway, I love big shoulders. I love the way it balances out your body, and it makes your butt look small when your shoulder pads are big. So anyway, these are absolutely a great invention here. And I can't remember who told me about these. I think it was Mary Ellen over 60 a few years back who told us about these in one of her videos, and I have never stopped using them. They're absolutely wonderful. So if you want bigger shoulders but not too big, and they come in sizes. So there's cup sizes. There's A, B, C, D. However big you want your shoulders to be. These are ABs. So if you want, I bought C, B, C, Ds before, but I mean, they were really, I liked them big, but they were really big. So anyway, that's my last tip of the day for shoulder pads. If you want shoulder pads, I love shoulder pads. I just think they just frame your whole body to look good. I don't care how big you are. I think your shoulder pads make you look feminine, and anything with puffy sleeves is feminine to me. So girls, I am so hot here. Anyway, Dollar Tree. My husband just came in and turned the fan up, the ceiling fan up, because it wasn't high enough. So I hope you learned a lot, and I hope this was fun for you, and I'm going to try to edit this as much as I can, and I'll put the products in the description box. I don't know if I'll put the links in. I'll put the links in maybe as the video goes, but I want to get the video out, and it takes forever to link a product, and I don't have affiliate links for products where I make any money off of. Not that that's a big deal, but sometimes if you have affiliate links, you can pull up a link really faster and drop it in, and if you're not affiliated with it, it's very hard to do. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed your tea. And remember, girls, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years that count. So make the best of the life that you have in the years that you have, and I'll see you again the next time. And I hope you drink enough tea where you can sit here and watch this whole video. I know it's going to be long, but I enjoyed you in the room, and I enjoyed having you over, and I enjoyed your comments, and I enjoyed all your questions for me, and I hope I answered all your questions, the ones that I found, and I hope I gave you some new tips, because there's nothing like beauty tips. Anyway, I love you. Take care of yourself. I'll see you again really soon. Bye-bye.